I'm reading this off of a paper like it's 2004. I mean, come on. Come on. So, we have a new format for the videos, amigops.
We're the three amigops!
The three amigops?
Am I the only one that remembers amigops? Anyway, I'm going to be posting up videos like this weekly of what sold for the week prior and collections that I bought or whatever came in within the week as well. The idea of this is to make the video side of everything a little bit more manageable because the vlog type videos do take a lot of time. I will be throwing in more in-depth videos along the way as I go. This gives me a lot of time to work on stuff and not feel pressure to put it out. So that it could come out like I want it to come out. Let's get into what sold. As always, you can leave questions about your eBay journey below, and I'll get back to you to help you out where I can. So, first item we got here is a Hedon Super Rare Naruto CCG card. This is a little bit weird. This is a binder of my old cards that I had that I was just like, hey, these things are actually worth money. Still, or they're doing okay. So I decided, let me put some up for sale, see what happens. So when we put the cost of the week up, we aren't going to really include prices of these cards because this is stuff that I just had laying around the house. So the Hedon Super Rare sold for $27, and that means that I earned after fees $22.19. Then we have a Hasbro Star Wars 2-pack, which I got this for really cheap comparatively. I guess in stores these things are worth like $40. I got this 2-pack for $12. I got it in a bundle of Star Wars stuff that I bought off of somebody. They were desperate to get rid of stuff, so I was able to buy a tote full of Star Wars stuff for fairly cheap. Okay, next we have some Star Wars loose figures. These are the older Star Wars figures. I believe they're from the 80s. This wasn't in that deal. This was in a separate deal. I have a buddy who collects toys and comics who sometimes hits me up to get rid of some stuff. So that's where I got these. All right, so the Star Wars loose figure bundle wasn't something I listed as a bundle. Somebody purchased them separately on my eBay. They purchased 6 of them. So I refunded their shipping. I earned $57.75. Next, we have a Gengar full art, which I pulled myself out of a pack. I don't mean to brag, but I pulled it myself. Anyway, the Gengar full art sold for $8.75. They paid shipping. I earned $7.73. Now we have a Magic the Gathering sealed box, which was also something that I got from that sale on the side of the road with the Star Wars stuff. So let's say that also cost me $13. Anyway, that sold for $24. Next, we have a Kakashi Super Rare card that sold for $33. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, the Naruto cards are super cool. I'm gonna get some of mine graded so that we could really try to make a decent amount on them. But let's go to the next thing that sold. We have Pirates of the Caribbean Disney Mickey Mouse ears. I believe this is from 2003, 2004, whenever the movie came out. I listed it for $10. I thought I was going to be able to sell it for $15. It just wasn't selling. I got this at a yard sale for $3. So, I mean, I earned what? Sold it for $10. I earned $8.86. 8 minus 3, $5.86. That's not ideal, but I just didn't want it sitting around anymore, so I lowered the price. Next, we have a vintage Goofy Christmas ornament that sold for $12. It's a 1983 B-Wing figure from Star Wars, which could have sold for a lot more, but it wasn't completely sealed, so the blister pack was opened enough for you to take the figure out if you wanted to, which I didn't really see that when I purchased them. Anyway, I still made profit on it. Next, we go to a Itachi Uchiha card that sold. That was for $22. Then we have this vintage Disney jacket, which was one of my favorite finds of this summer. I did pay $20 for it at a yard sale, but I figured at least I was going to sell it for $50. I think when I first listed this, I put it up for $75, which it did give viewers, but no one bought until I dropped the price little by little. Once I hit 50, which it's probably been 2 months since I had this listed, once I hit 50, it sold pretty quick, earning me $45.62. And the last thing that sold for the week is a Pluto Christmas ornament, which I don't think I got this on footage back when I got this lot, but it's just a whole bunch of Disney ornaments. I thought it was really cool. Got it for a bundle deal, which is the best way to make money on stuff. So that averaged out to me getting it for $3. Anyway, that ornament sold for $9. Let's do the total numbers of the sales. $337.75 in total sales. After fees, what lands in my eBay is $293.87. I added up what I spent on each thing, and that came out to $100. That brings my total profit for the week $193.87, which is super slow because I didn't really list anything last week, honestly. I maybe listed the Gengar, the cards. So, I mean, besides that, I didn't list much, which I like to list at least 5 things a day. Could have done a lot better, honestly. If I would have really tried to be out there sourcing, I would have done much better. A great tip that I do want to throw out there this week is just to look around your house. Look around your mom's house, around your childhood home. You never know the cool things you're going to find. If you're a niche seller like I am, which I like to sell collectibles, nostalgic things, that's a great way to source for stuff that you don't have to spend on. Now let's talk about what came in this week. We got a couple cards in this week, but nothing special enough. That's literally sitting there on my desk, probably going to go up on TCG Player, which is another selling website that I use. I do have these old cameras that came in. I have probably 4 or 5 of these, different brands, but from the early 2000s. I still got to look into them. I only tested 2 of them. Both of them work. Hopefully all of them work. But I figured that'll be a cool pickup. That was a trade that cost me maybe like $30 in trade value for 6 cameras. $30 for 6 cameras. We just gotta hope they all work. As always, any questions, drop them below. I'll try my best to answer them. You have a good one, and I'll see you next time.